Okay folks, we're out here today and we're going to discuss harvesting our lactuca plants. Now today is June the 9th and the full moon is on the 17th. So this week, sometime around the 14th, you're going to want to start pulling leaves. Now these leaves will be potent because as the full moon pulls, the sap will come up into the plant. Now I hope, I hope y'all have been pulling your bottom leaves like I have. It seems to help keep the plant healthy and less susceptible to the tip burn. Now, I have read, and it turns out that the tip burn is still not, it's not a bad thing, like as far as you can still eat the leaves and stuff, but it just shows you have a calcium deficiency in your soil. But where I've pulled all these leaves from the bottom up, these top leaves are very healthy, you see. Now, you see where this one's about to start sprouting out? I have so many. Got some over here that have come up. But I'm going to go back over here to this cereola because it's a very clear one to be able to see. So, what I'm going to want you to do, I'm sorry for moving the camera around so much, folks. So what we're going to talk about right now is, do you want to let these go ahead and open and seed, or do you want to cut it, top it, so that more branches come out? Now, the additional branches does not happen with the cereola, the prickly lettuce. It does happen with the non-prickly lettuce. When you cut it, more little branches come out. Now, if I go ahead and start pulling these leaves, it's going to come out with some little branches down here. But if you cut the top, it doesn't do that. Now, not that I've seen. Now, we're still learning. This is only my second year. One of the other things that I have found is when I have moved these plants from a wild spot out in nature and I've brought it into my yard, they have seemed to be healthier plants. So whether it's bugs or critters, eating on them or something, these specimens are all supremely healthy and in good condition. I do need to come out here and pull some of these leaves. So I encourage you to dig them up and transplant them into your yard. But back to whether you want to top them or let them come out with seed. Now, once these start opening up to flower, it doesn't take long until you start getting the little wisp on them. And of course they'll fly away. You want your seed to fall close to where you want to harvest from. So what I really suggest is when it does start flowering, cut it at the very top where the flowers begin, and then lay that whole head where you want it. Now, I have done that with the canadensis that I found yesterday. I've just laid that top over there. Out of the blooms that were already starting to bloom, I will get plenty of seed. There will be plenty of seed to fall in this little area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in tracks. This will be my purple. This will be my canadensis. This will be my Verosa, and then the Cereola will be along on the other side. Of course, I will still have my mix over in this part as usual. So then, once you cut that, that's going to, there's no place for the sap to go up into the blooms. Now, it may, like I said, it may put out more stalks on the Cereola. I know it puts out more stalks on the non-prickly varieties. So once you do that, you get additional stalks to start coming out. They will also have flowers that seed, and they'll have additional leaves as well. So right now, look at that sap. Look how that's flowing right now. So right now, while you're starting to have this seed head come up, this is your time to pull those leaves so that you get the maximum benefit off of your plants that you can. So you see how thick the sap is here, and it's just dripping down the stalk. Now that's probably going to put out another stalk right there with blooms on it that will set into seed. But right now, before it starts flowering, is your best time to go and gather the leaves for sap concentration. Now, I advise you to pull from the bottom to the top. Right now, all of them are going to have a high sap concentrate. And you're learning how to cultivate your plants. That's very exciting. So I hope that this was clear for you, that doing it in an illustration mode. Now, this plant has all these little ones around it as well. And these are all about to set bloom as well. So I am off tomorrow, and I am so excited because I'm going to have 2 extra days off. My boss was afraid I was going to stab somebody. She wasn't kidding. And so I'm going to have some days off. So I am going to come out and harvest. My mullein is in the same place of beginning to set a stalk, beginning to set those blooms. And those blooms we're going to gather, and I'm going to show you what we do with them. So for right now, I'm going to end this video before it cuts off. And this one's going to be how to harvest your plant. So until next video, goodbye.